WPTV.
Welcome back to the desk. I'm your host, Tyler Cooper. The calendar has flipped to the month of March, and March is one of the most exciting times of the year for sports fans. Here with me today is Kellie Owens with Pioneer Women's Basketball, Matthew Jinks with Pioneer Baseball and Softball, and Baylee Matthews has the latest with the NHL. Kellie Owens, start us off at the Rec Center.
So happy to, Coop. The fairy tale story has come to an end for the Pioneers as they took a tough loss against the TCNJ Lions in the NJAC Finals. We will take a look at the matchup between the two teams and talk why the Lions were victorious. Different strategies. The guys and I will go through the different strats and tactics the Pioneers could have done to turn that game around. MVPs of the Rec. As the Pioneers all had a fantastic season, we will give our opinion on who the MVP of the season is in the Rec. Let's go dancing. The Pioneers received a bid to the NCAA Division III tournament this weekend. We will look at the matchup of who the Pioneers are playing and what they need to do to move on in the tournament.
Yeah, heartbreaking loss for the Lady Pioneers on Sunday in the championship game, but they look forward to the Division III NCAA tournament, and we'll get into all of that. Matthew Jinks, Pioneer Baseball and Softball is underway. What's cooking up at Jeff Albee's and Pioneer Softball Field?
Yes, it is. Coob climbed the mountain. The baseball team took both wins in a doubleheader against Mount Aloysius College. We're going to recap these games and discuss what stood out to us the most. Keys of the season. The Pioneers did not have the greatest season last year, going 19-20. The desk is going to break down how they can turn things around this year. Starting off strong, switching to softball, they will begin their season on Tuesday against Hunter College, if weather permits. We're going to talk about the keys to victory for this game. Early player lookouts. It's never too early for an MVP pick, so the desk is going to pick a player we think is going to have an outstanding season.
Yeah, very excited. First Pioneer Baseball and Softball block of the year, so can't wait to get into that stuff. Baylee Matthews, the NHL is about like kind of midway through with the trade deadline happening. What's going on?
I'd love to tell you, but first I just have to say, I'm looking at our nice matching red outfits and I'm thinking, you better work.
Period, girl. Period.
Anyways, I guess we'll talk hockey. First, we're going to be talking about potential trades and what we believe just makes sense for these teams. Then we're analyzing the standings and breaking down which teams could make the push to the playoffs with a good trade or two. Then we're breaking down the NHL's new salary cap rules and how they could affect this year's trades. And lastly, we're looking back on the regular season as it slowly comes to a close and arguing which trades were the best.
That sounds delightful, Baylee. I can't wait to get into all of that. Let's throw an alley-oop to Kellie Owens and the Pioneer basketball crew coming up next, only here on WPTV.